Hello and welcome back. Today I am going to be showing you how to make some really cute little football cupcakes. It is playoff season for NFL football, so I thought it would be fun to make some different football cupcakes. So these ones I made little goalposts or the upright with candy melts, and then these are chocolate covered almonds. You could also use chocolate covered raisins or chocolate covered peanuts or basically anything that is that shape and chocolate covered. And then I just made chocolate cupcakes with green cupcake holders, and then I used green icing to create the grass. I have a couple more cupcake videos coming, as well as I have a football cake that I made a couple years ago, so I will put that up here if you're looking to make a football cake. So keep watching and I will show you how to make these. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is use white candy melts to make the upright or the goalpost that is going to be on the cupcakes. Okay, so I put my white candy melts in a decorating bag, make sure that it is closed on the bottom. And I'm gonna throw these in the microwave. I melt these on half power for 30 seconds at a time, take them out, squish them up, put them back in. With the white ones especially, one time I put them in the microwave on full power and they actually burnt, like they looked burnt. So I definitely recommend doing half power. And then with a piece of paper, I just drew like a little stencil of the size that I wanted them, just so that I can make sure that all of mine are relatively the same size. They look even on the cupcakes. I used like a piece of graph paper just so I could make it straight. And then I'm going to take a cookie sheet with a piece of wax paper and just slide this underneath the wax paper like this. And then I'll just move my stencil around as I make them. Okay, once they're all melted, I'm just gonna cut a hole in the bottom and then make my uprights. Start with a fairly small hole because it's easier to make it bigger than make it smaller. And you wanna make sure that you make them pretty thick so that they don't break.
Okay, so for each one, I just outline it and I go over it a couple times. And then I just gently tap the cookie sheet to get it nice and smooth. I always make sure to make more than I will actually need because sometimes they just work out better than other times. So it's always good to have a couple extras. And then when they are done, I always just pop them in the fridge so they get nice and hard. Okay, for the buttercream icing, I'm going to use my KitchenAid mixer, and I start with adding 1/3 a cup of softened butter. I then add 4 cups of icing sugar. I will also add these measurements to the description below. I then cover my mixer with a tea towel just to prevent any mess and mix that up. I then add 1 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I then add 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk. I always start with adding 1 tablespoon, mixing it up, and then adding more as needed until I get the correct consistency. I then put a very small amount of white in a bowl for the white icing that I will need, and then the rest I'm going to dye green. I use this Kelly green.
Okay, I'm using 2 different tips. The one for the green icing is Wilton 32, and it just looks like that. And then for the white icing, we are using Wilton 3, and it is just a very small circle. And then I'm going to pop these in my icing bags and fill them with the green and the white. Okay, so I made chocolate cupcakes in green cupcake holders. They're not as green as I would like them to be, but that's okay. So they are cooked and cooled. You want to make sure they're completely cooled before you ice cupcakes. And then for the footballs, I got chocolate covered almonds. You could also do like chocolate covered peanuts or chocolate covered raisins. So I'm gonna pick out ones that like this shape, that looks football shaped. And with my white icing, I'm just going to add little lines on these to make it look like a football.
So I am just squeezing and pulling upwards on the green icing and doing this all around in little dollops all around the cupcake to create grass. And then I just stick the goalpost all the way into the cupcakes and it stayed in nice and firm, which was good. And then I add the white lines on the football to be the football strings and then just place that into the green icing.
Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It's very easy and you don't have to be a professional cake decorator or anything to make these. They'll be perfect for a Super Bowl party or just to make during the playoffs. Or if you have somebody who loves football in your house, you can make them for their birthday this year. You can let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I'd also love to know, what football team do you cheer for? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will have a couple more football cupcake videos coming later this month. I put up baking and cooking videos every Wednesday, so you can check back for more football cupcakes as well as some other cakes and cupcakes coming up. Thank you for watching.